I'm curious to get your guys' opinion on kind of the future and where stunts are going right now with AI. Have I touched AI? No, but I know it's
got to be on
coming.
the rise, especially with like things like that.
Yes, I know they're interested about it, and I've seen some like test fight AI stuff that looks like pretty good.
It's only going to get
Shut
better.
up.
Dude, shut your mouth. Yeah, like if you were talking to a guy who wanted to do stunts today, would you still recommend getting into this industry? Do you still see a future, or do you think? I don't want to be a doomer, but are we 10 years out? Are we 5 years out? Are we 20 years out?
I think he's different than me for sure.
If ever,
Yeah. In 20 years, I'm out.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
In that,
Yeah.
and it goes back to what I've said before. Like, Joe is a stunt coordinator, and Joe talks to his buddy, who
Hey, Joe, I'm available.
has another job. So he says, I can get you in the union, man. So he gets a permit. So he gets in, and he's making $2,000 a day, and we won't even mention kickbacks. But and then you have this team of people who aren't. I became a stuntman because I wanted to become a stuntman. I started.
I love that, by the way.
No, I started as an actor when I was a kid, and when I discovered Hollywood wasn't waiting for me, I decided to put my skills as a gymnast, martial artist, and acting in a cup, give it a shake, out falls a stunt guy.
What a great combination.
100%.
Yeah.
But I've always been a filmmaker. So when I was a kid, I used my father's film camera to make little movies. And then I was the first among my friends to have a video camera, and we would make little movies. So I'm a filmmaker in my heart. That's where it comes from first. I'm a writer. I'm a better writer than I've ever been a stuntman. So I'm getting back to your question.
Yeah.
If your desire is to make movies and your avenue is stunts, great. I wish you all the best, because as you grow, you are going to grow into other aspects of filmmaking. Andrew was a stuntman. He's an actor first, too. He was an actor since he's a child. And Andrew's got a resume that kicks ass from acting. But then as he grew older, not only is he a stuntman and an incredible driver and things of that nature, he's also a fabulous writer. Like, his projects are incredible as a writer. Blair started as a stuntman, but he's now producing and directing. And he's a photographer. So his experience that may have started by falling down or throwing a punch, as well as Andrew's, has grown into other areas because they're filmmakers. There's a lot of people in our industry who will only fall down, not, I mean stunts.
Yeah.
And once that's over, it's over.
Yeah.
But if you're getting in as going back to your question, are we 10 years out, 20 years out, will AI take over? If your avenue into this industry is stunts, but you're a filmmaker in your heart, and you will grow, and then you can do other things. Maybe you can become the coordinator of the AI. Maybe you sit down at a keyboard and create.
Yeah.
So if that's you, go. I would give that, my advice would be to fly. Just go.
Yeah.
Take the avenue you have,
Yeah.
and then grow.
Now, I have a slightly different take. We watched an interview years ago with Renee Zellweger, who said, when you go into the audition, you want to be a good actor. You want to do yourself that solid and be your best performer. But in the end, what you really have to do is sell them on the fact that you can sell their movie.
Right.
And that they're going to make a lot of money. I do think that whatever's happening in the next 5 to 10, 20 years, whatever it is, it comes down to the money. if they can save money, make things safer, easier, costs of less lawyers, less producers, less people, less things, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
And they're going to try to capitalize on that. I find when I watch sequels, you watch the first, let's take Ninja Turtles as an example, or I don't know, almost any movie that has a sequel. The first one is like this serious adult movie, and then you realize, well, we can make more money if we put jokes in and cheese it up a little bit because kids will watch it.
Yeah. Expand your audience.
Yeah, and you expand the audience and you start making family movies. And I just think that expansion is so natural to anyone that wants to just make more money.
Right.
And the people that rule this industry, unfortunately, are the money makers, the biggest money makers. So
They're the
whatever
ones
is
making the
happening,
decisions as well.
they are making all the damn
And if
decisions.
they have the opportunity to replace everyone with AI and it costs nothing for them to do it,
Right.
they will do it.
So I think that your dream is absolutely everything, but the way in which you navigate it is what you do have to learn. I think that Renee Zellweger's point that was said 20 years ago makes a lot of sense and probably more today.
Yeah.
Economically, we can see it all over the world. They don't want to put money into risky movies by making original works. Yeah. It's very rare now. They want to just keep doing sequels or write about something that already exists and other histories and things like that.
Have you seen Matt Damon talk about it?
No.
He was on Hot Ones podcast.
Oh, yeah.
He was talking about it.
Watch
he said a big part of how movies made money is they would have their theatrical release, which they made a bunch of the money, and then they would have their DVD release or their VHS release. Thank you. But that DVD, that VHS release, which was often a huge wave of income, has gone away completely. So now the only movies that they can make are ones that will make a ton of money in the theatrical release, which is your $300 million summer blockbusters. So there's this whole in-between movie genre like Good Will Hunting and these beautiful movies that you can't really make today. It's certainly not the same way. Or certainly not with like the guaranteed profit that would have come with a DVD and VHS release.
That's interesting. That's another pendulum I hope swings back.
I don't know how or where, especially when Netflix buys Warner Brothers. Now they want to do a 2-week theatrical release, then it goes straight to Netflix.
Right.
Where's your income come from?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, just tell me a story.
Yeah. I just want beautiful stories. Some of my favorite movies ever are not
100%.
action movies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I grew
Give
up
me
on.
Good Will Hunting. Give me Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Andrew and I watch Shawshank Redemption at least once a year.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. One of the greatest movies ever made.
We make spaghetti, pour some pork, and watch Shawshank.
We do. Literally every year we make that a thing.
I love that.
And
I agree, and I think that storytelling will never stop. You'll just by being here, you're telling stories on my podcast. Like stories, people want to hear them. They want to watch them. They want to see them.
Yeah.
But
and I
the
think
average audience doesn't know how to get them. They don't care how they get the story.
Right. I think there is something to be said about a human soul in a story, though. I don't know about you, but when I see AI videos, no matter what the AI video is, I don't really want to see it because I know it's not real.
Right.
I think there's something to be said about knowing humans made something, and maybe this is just me trying to hold on to a dying industry, but I think people want to see things that are, this also goes back to them wanting to see real action as opposed to necessarily CGI action. They want real stories told by real people, and I think there'll still be attachments to actors that they know and can put a face on and a personality to, for the good and the bad. I think that's still important, and it's an intangible part of the film industry that
couldn't agree
that AI is completely separated from.
I agree.
And I think that they won't care what you or I or Randy or Blair thinks or anyone thinks until they have to. Because I think that, like, you're absolutely right. I do think that human capability, human skills, art, all this stuff will become more valuable because it will be more rare. And there will be the desire for it. But because of the time or the era, I do think that young people who want to pick up a camera or something like that, the camera is not the film camera anymore. So they don't know. They think, I just want to shoot something like the old guys used to do it. And
Yeah.
then they pick up their phone and are like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, wait, but that's not the camera they were using. Like,
No.
wait a second,
Yeah.
you know?
And there's still a lot of directors that'll shoot on film and then transfer it over to digital.
Yeah, see, that's nice.
Yeah.
You know, unless
So Nolan's.
I can't help but think that there's just guys out there, producers that are going to be like, we don't need to do that.
What's interesting is
I think that's what it boils down to. If we can, if they can save money by making something, generating something in AI, I mean, they'll do it, right?
Yeah, and I think
they are doing it. Look at volume walls.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like, you know, we shoot a lot of car commercials, and now they're shooting them on volume walls. You put a car
we
on
almost don't shoot any anymore.
put a car on a treadmill.
Yeah. Are they doing? They do the LCD screen. Is that the volume wall you're
Yeah,
referring to?
Yeah.
Yeah, the LCD wall. It's a crazy technology.
you were
Cool
saying,
technology.
you know, 90% of your career was in a sort of specialized
Yeah.
world. And I mean, 90% of my career has been commercials. I've
Yeah.
done so many car commercials and other
So
things.
interesting, yeah.
It's just absolutely insane. And suddenly they're pretty well dead in the water.
Really, they've changed that much, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, it's
Just volumes now.
yeah, it started.
How many less
non-union.
crew are you there because it's a volume?
Well, that's
a good
interesting
question.
too. That's a very good question.
But you know what has happened? What I did notice started happening was they would use just less stunt guys, less drivers,
Yeah,
less
yeah.
people. They would take the car. We used to do these rolling. I used to do it with these guys. I grew up with these guys doing it, and a bunch of other guys. And
The pack shot.
we would do the pack shots at the end, where like you know, you'd see the one car the whole time, and then 5 cars all rolling
Yeah, I'm
at the
familiar.
end
Yeah,
of the commercial. Toyota.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And it's like their whole lineup.
Yeah, the whole lineup.
Yeah.
Well, now they just
Have 4 static cars and 1 pull up.
yeah, they do one guy and then they just multiply it. In
And then
the computer,
just tile
you know?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't need to do all the other stuff. So when a young guy says or a gal says, "Hey man, how do I get into this?" There is a
Buy a
part of
computer.
me that kind of is like, fuck. All right, I'll tell you, but
Yeah.
you're in for it. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what to think.
Yeah.
I'm a little discouraged these days, and but I'm trying to be an optimist.
Well, I think, I love independent film. And what's fun about independent film is that if you pick up a camera and you have some friends and you have some wherewithal, you're going to shoot in camera. So you've got great drama, but you also might shoot an action thing with cars that's all in camera. Your fights are in camera. It's, it's cheaper. It's weird.
It's cheaper. That's it. It's cheaper.
This computer shit is mind bending.
Yeah, it's also like you mentioned maybe moving over into AI and helping generate fight scenes. And obviously we have like intrinsic knowledge of how fight scenes exist and what the flow of them are and how to tell that story. And I'm curious how those skills are transferable into an AI world. Like, am I just trying to get my knowledge into a prompt to build that AI fight scene?
No, you know what?
Interesting.
I did a commercial recently. I was coordinating on, and I was talking about AI in commercials with my producer,
Yeah.
and he was very much saying that it's happening right now. Like there's guys out there that are making unbelievable spots, and it costs us $5,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
the
it,
Coca-Cola
right?
commercial, then Coca-Cola Christmas commercial was an AI commercial. Yeah.
Really?
They had a lot of backlash on it, but it was an AI commercial. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Fuck. I mean, I fucking hate it.
Which, like, if Coke is doing it, Coke's one of the biggest brands in the world.
Right.
How far are we out from everyone doing
Everyone
it?
doing it.
100%.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, my producer was saying to me this very thing. Well, you could get into like designing
Yeah.
stunt with AI, and I'm going, yeah, but doesn't the AI guy just say, "Dude beats the shit out of that guy,"
I mean,
and then that guy flies off the roof?
yeah, they're like pretty. From what I've seen, they're pretty long prompt boxes that are really specific. Where
I
it'll be
imagine.
like, it'll describe lighting, it'll describe camera angle, it'll describe wardrobes, things like this. But at the same time, like it's it's maybe not the thing you want to be doing. Like, I love fighting and I love building choreography and I love my job and the things I do.
Yeah,
but if
you
I'm
don't wanna
prompting an AI, that's not the same job anymore.
That's
right.
It's a
Just-
different
I
thing.
agree. At home in your bedroom.
Yeah, and yes, maybe my skills are transferable, which would be wonderful. Maybe I can make a great income doing it, which would be wonderful. But it's like passion is still important in the thing you do day to day.
And
Like,
your integrity and all
yeah,
that
and your
stuff that-
integrity and all that
yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
What comes from the heart goes to the heart.
yeah.
And I don't think that AI is ever going to write a script that's going to make me cry.
Yeah,
Um,
you're right.
mm-hmm.
I am fascinated with AI. I do think that it is incredibly fascinating and it has a place
Yeah,
in
for sure,
the world.
For sure.
Absolutely.
It's great for idea generation as well, especially if
Sure.
you mentioned you write a lot of scripts. Maybe you get to a point where you're stuck and you prompt something with AI and it sparks off these different angles. And then maybe you're like, oh, that's not a bad thread to pull on. And then you can follow that with your writing style.
Right.
So I think it's great for idea generation. And, it's got a lot of applications. But
You've got your own personal little writing room.
yeah.
So rather than sitting with 10 other individuals coming up with ideas and where you
Yes,
Well, that's-
a script.
Which is scary to think because now those
great-
9 other people don't.
They're
have
out of
jobs
work.
that- Yeah, exactly.
Well, they're not doing it now.
I was watching a gentleman talk about programming. I forget what it was specifically, but let's call it an app. And he was trying to figure out how, while he's programming, he was prompting 5 different AIs, and then he would run the codes that they give him, pick the most efficient string of code, plug it into his app, and then move on to the next thing. Prompt the 5 AIs, run all the code, see what's the most efficient, plug it in. And now, you have one guy programming, but not really, as opposed to a whole team of programmers. And this goes on like a whole tangent, but at some point, if AI starts replacing all the jobs, what are people going to do for a living? It's going to be everything's
They're not.
funneled to these companies that run and own the AI, and there's going to be nothing in the middle and the bottom.
Well, when they invented cars,
Yeah.
there were a lot of people that lost that job picking up all that horse shit.
Yes, but it created automotive industry.
That's
It created industry like building cars and
That's right.
maintaining roads and all sorts of things that sparked different jobs.
And that's what's
Whereas
gonna happen.
AI erases jobs entirely,
Well,
or can.
no, that may be true. That may be true. But I do think that the tech world, I think that we're going to get into a tech life.
Yeah,
It's like all lifestyles. There'll be less of guys like you.
yeah.
And it won't just be AI. It'll be like data centers and
Sure.
other ways of supporting that AI. I'm not sure. There probably is no reason for half the fucking population because of this, but hopefully there's still somebody out there generating whiskey and cutting lawns and
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I hope.
I think a lot of those trades jobs will hang around quite a bit longer.